Hello! Today we are here for a bit of an outside of niche video, which is how much YouTube has paid me in the first 6 months of being monetized as a small channel. I have less than 2,000 subscribers. I have had a very kind of slow and steady growth on YouTube, so where you'll see a lot of these videos, people will have a kind of blow up of their channel. I really have not had one of those. We can look at just in general the growth of my channel, how long it took to get monetized, all of those kind of things. So my channel is a little bit non-traditional in that I moved about 15 videos from another channel to this channel in May of 2022. It was a little bit of an advantage because I started with a little bit of a bank of content already here, but I lost all of the, views and watch time that those videos had when they were on my other channel. So it was kind of a, pros and cons situation where, obviously the majority of people who followed me from one channel to another are not going to rewatch those videos, so it was a little bit like starting from zero, but again, an advantage to already have videos up. From May 2022 to November of 2023, I was not monetized, so I did not get monetized until a year and a half, basically. I can't figure out how to see when I hit 1,000 subscribers, so I will put it on the screen when I did hit that. It was, I believe, a couple months between when I got 1,000 subscribers and when I got 4,000 watch hours. So those are the two things required at this time to be monetized on YouTube and not have like a bunch of copyright strikes. And so it took longer for me to hit the watch time than it did the subscribers. So November 7th, I think, was the first day that I made any money on YouTube, and I made 6 cents. So for the month of November last year, I made $16.72. My top video was Lingo Pie review. December of last year, I made $23.14. January, $28.26. February, we had quite a jump in revenue to $42.26. March, we dropped a little bit back down to $39.40. April, $41.51. I think this is my top day. $3.73 on April 9th. For some reason. And May was back down to $33.88. June is, I still have a couple more days left in June, and revenue it takes a couple days to process. We're at $39.78, so we should be back up over $40 for June. So you can see here, we're at about $265 total. The vast majority of that comes from watch page ads. There is a little bit from YouTube Premium in there as well. And then I think I had one thanks, like super thanks on a video, which is very nice, thank you. And you can see the CPM here, which is cost per mil, I think is what it is, which is what advertisers will pay in order to have an ad on your videos per 1,000 views. And this is completely individual per video and varies a huge amount from niche to niche. To be honest, I think a huge amount of the ads on my video are Lingo Pie, which is kind of funny. I have a decent CPM, I think, compared to certain niches. Some niches are very, very low, so they make very, very little money on AdSense, even with tons of views. But you can see even from month to month that is varying a lot. My top performing videos are pretty much the same every month. So even, it's incredibly variable. Obviously, lifetime wise, my top earning video is my Lingo Pie review because that is my top performing video of all time. I think it has around 30,000 views right now. And then second is Lingoda versus Babbel Live review. Third is 1000 hours of Spanish Dreaming Spanish discussion. Fourth is another LingoPie review, this time comparing it to Language Reactor. And fifth is tier ranking language learning apps. So my tier ranking language apps video has a lifetime CPM of 1094. It also will show you all these things about the type of ad that it's showing, which you don't control, so I'm not sure why it gives you this information, but whatever. Skippable ads, bumper ads, non-skippable, etc. I generally try not to put ads in the middle of my videos unless they are quite long. You can put ads in the middle of any video over 8 minutes, but I usually won't do it unless it's like well over 20 minutes, just because I don't want to have that experience for people. The Babbel versus Lingoda video is a $22 CPM, so over twice as much as the other video. The 1000 hours of Spanish is $12.87, also a lot lower. And the LingoPie review is $26.16. I don't know if we looked at the other LingoPie review yet. So the second LingoPie review is at $18.81. So these are extremely linked to how much you discuss kind of products, in my opinion, on YouTube. So because the LingoPie review and the Babbel review and that sort of thing are very big brand names, those products are going to pay to advertise them, and also their competitors are going to pay to advertise on them. So that's kind of how I view it as working. I don't know that that's exactly how it works, but that seems anecdotally to be the case. You also only get paid out when you reach $100. So it took me probably 4 months to get paid out. So I've gotten 2 different $100 approximately payouts, and it'll be another month or 2 before I get the third one. So yeah, I know that people say this all the time, but like YouTube is not necessarily a reliable side income even once you get monetized. Certainly I absolutely appreciate an extra $40 a month, even though, as an hourly rate of what I'm doing, that's maybe not even $1 an hour, probably not $1 an hour. Since I would do this anyway, it's great, and I look forward to that increasing over time. But, with the variability and with the potential for the advertising rate to completely crash, like if advertisers just kind of change gears and decide that the type of content that I'm making is not worth their advertising budget, then this amount could go down drastically. So it is kind of just almost like a luck of the draw thing. I don't think that it's a great idea to purposely try to target all of your content to get a high CPM, because obviously you want to be making the content that people are interested in and that you want to make, that is fun for you to make. It can be good to find the crossover in those things. Like, I really like making product reviews. They also seem to do fairly decently views-wise, and so that works really well for my channel. And then kind of the bonus of that, which I didn't even realize at the time, is that they do tend to have slightly higher CPMs as well. So, as you can see from my subscriber graph here, I have had a few, times of higher growth, but not very many. Even these spikes are less than 20 subscribers a day. It's not like I've had any times where I'm gaining hundreds, thousands of subscribers every single day. I think that it's a mixed bag, growing really slowly and gradually, because, and I don't want to say slowly, my other channel is not monetized at all and does not grow to this level whatsoever. So, and there are people obviously who make YouTube videos for decades and never get monetized at all. So I don't want to, seem ungrateful for the growth that I've had. I absolutely appreciate it. And the fact that there are 1,600 people right now who chose actively to try to see more of my content by hitting subscribe is wild to me. But going viral and stuff, I actually don't really want that to happen, to be honest. Like, obviously it'll be a mixed blessing if it does ever happen, but that kind of growth is like uncontrollable, like you're gonna get a lot of people who don't necessarily align with your content overall. If you have a video that completely blows up, they might not get an accurate perception of what your channel is about, what kind of your ethos is and everything. And I've had that happen on a very, very small scale. And even then, I don't like it. Like, I've seen my demographics shift wildly in a short time period, and I didn't like it. And so it's just, I think I prefer the slow and steady growth, even though at times it can obviously be really frustrating. But I have been so fortunate, and so, I'm so grateful to the community that I have for the way that it has gone, and the kindness that I've always been received with in the vast majority of cases. So for me, it's a win. It's a win-win. Anyway, that was my sappy conclusion to this, but as you can see, I am getting independently wealthy here. I expect to be quitting my full-time job any day now. As long as I can live off of $40 a month, then I will be all set. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them below. I would love to hear your YouTube stories as well, and I will see you in the next video.